Welcome back. ChannelsTV.com has more information for you, and on YouTube.com/channelsweb you can watch our videos. You can also watch us on your mobile device via your browser or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows devices from their respective stores. Besides giving you access to news updates, the Channels TV and Channels 24 app have an eyewitness feature that you can use to share pictures, videos, or even news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. The Nigerian Navy is constructing an offshore vessel for its hydrographic department. The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Ibokete Bass, represented by the flag officer commanding the Western Naval Command, Rear Admiral Sylvanus Abba, said this at an event to mark this year's Hydrography Day. He says a lot of effort is going on to strengthen maritime monitoring, which is core to safeguarding the abundant resources in the Gulf of Guinea.
Today, quite rightly, a growing concern for the future of the marine environment, especially as it relates to its protection, cleanliness, and safeguarding of its biodiversity for the purpose of exploiting its rich natural resources for the benefit of mankind. These concerns can only be assuaged with the availability of accurate and up-to-date bathymetric data. In this regard, it is worthy to note that the Nigerian Navy, on whose shoulders rests the production of charts and coordination of all hydrographic activities in Nigeria, has taken some giant steps toward providing improved service delivery to mariners operating within Nigerian waters in the last 1 year. These steps include the fulfillment of Phase 1 of the IHO capacity building strategy, which has to do with the ability to disseminate maritime safety information to mariners. Also, the Nigerian Navy has recently revamped its cartographic unit for charts production, which has so far led to the training of one cartographer, with the second one to commence training in the United States of America by next month.
The federal government has been called upon to redirect the minds of the youth who are prone to crime while increasing crime prevention measures across the country. This is the view of the various speakers at the Kwara State Security Summit of the state government in conjunction with a non-governmental organization.
As part of efforts to find a lasting solution to crimes in Kwara State, including cybercrime, kidnapping, cultism and drug abuse, the state government organizes a one-day security summit in conjunction with a non-governmental organization attended by security stakeholders. The State Comptroller of Prisons paints a picture of low crime rate in the state compared with others in the Federation, but calls for collaborative efforts to reduce crime among the youth.
The present state of security in Kwara State will be discussed based on these statistics. You will agree with me that when we compare this population with what we have in other states, maybe like Lagos State or Port Harcourt, Lagos State today we have a total of about 10,000 inmates. Port Harcourt prison alone is locking about 5,000 inmates. You will agree that the population here, by statistics, is low.
A consultant on cybercrime, who is the lead speaker at the occasion, says priority should be given to address crimes committed by young people in the country.
Internet fraud is bad, it's terrible, it is bad and terrible. Let us treat it the same way we treated Ebola. When Ebola came into the country, everybody stood up against it. At the port of entries, they were checking, they were doing everything possible to make sure that they contained, the outbreak. This is worse than an outbreak, and I think that, the quicker we contain it and we treat it like what it is, the better.
The state governor, represented by the Senior Special Assistant on Security Intelligence, while assuring of the efforts of the government to continue providing equipment to security agencies, calls for synergy within the forces to jointly fight crime.
We are ready to provide more logistic support to security agencies in order to ensure that the people of Kwara State are safe and forestall future occurrence of security breaches in the state. Permit me to at this point state that the fight against crime cannot be done by one agency alone. There is a need for synergy between the police, the military and other security agencies.
The speakers agreed on the need for the federal government to do more to combat security challenges in the country, and in so doing, persuade the youth to turn to productive enterprise and stay away from a life of crime.
And now to the Federal Capital Territory and the judiciary. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Walter Onoge, has charged judges in the country not to turn themselves into political tools in the hands of politicians who wish to use them to achieve their selfish ends. Justice Onoge sounded the warning while swearing in 12 new justices of the Court of Appeal in Abuja. He said as judicial officers, they should use the law as it should be used to decide matters that are brought before them, adding that in any matter, one party must win while another would lose. According to him, quote, "Let me emphasize now that politics is here and election matters will be arising. As judges, things should be done to bring down the temperature. We have to be careful so as not to be used as instruments for personal and intra-party squabbles." End of quote. The CJN further charged them to abide by the Constitution, oath of office, conduct for judicial officers, as well as adhere strictly to judicial precedents if they must succeed as judges. He emphasizes that the independence of the judiciary is the bedrock of democracy, adding that adherence to the rule of law is a solution to our problems, also stressing that impunity will vanish when both the bar and the bench resolve to do the right thing at the right time, adding that judges should not entertain counsel appearing before them who are not properly dressed. And in the southwest, residents of communities in the 5 local government areas of Ogbomoso in Oyo State have asked the federal government to declare a state of emergency on the Oyo-Ogbomoso road, which they say is an abandoned project. The residents, led by the Christian Association of Nigeria, Ogbomoso branch, first held a town hall meeting to register their displeasure over the frequent loss of lives and property on the road before embarking on a peaceful protest over the issue.
The contract for the construction of the Oyo-Ogbomoso axis of the Ibadan-Ilorin dual carriageway was awarded in 2001. 18 years after, only the Ibadan-Oyo end of the project is complete. The deplorable condition of the road has left commuters with no option than to ply the old Oyo-Ogbomoso axis, which has a single lane and considered narrow for the vehicular traffic on that road.
We are calling on the Muhammadu Buhari-led government to come and complete Ogbomoso Oyo road. By August 1, we appeal to them to hand over that road to our people so that the people that are passing from the north to the south, they will not continue to kill our people. We are appealing to them that no more deaths on Oyo-Ogbomoso road.
Residents of Oyo-Ogbomoso communities have decided to stage a protest to the palace of the Shoun of Ogbomoso to register their displeasure over the frequent loss of lives and property on the road.
We, indigents and inhabitants of Ogbomoso land, do hereby appeal to the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari to expedite action on the construction of the Ogbomoso Oyo part of the Ibadan-Ilorin Express Road. We appeal to the Minister of Power, Works and Housing, His Excellency Babatunde Raji Fasola, SAN, to as a matter of urgency, declare a state of emergency on the Ogbomoso Oyo Express Road and ensure the road is completed.
The people of Oyo-Ogbomoso communities have given the federal government till August the 1st to fix the highway, or they prevent motorists from plying the road to prevent further loss of lives.
You're watching News Across Nigeria. Coming up, the President, Muhammadu Buhari, charges media practitioners on proper journalism at the 67th Annual Congress of the International Press Institute in Abuja. Please stay with us.